Hello, my most amazing art students. So today we're going to discuss our jungle project that we're going to be working on in school. And actually last year was the very first time I was going to do this project that I had created. However, we got let out of school and we never came back. So many of my students just barely started this project. So I still want to do something similar to this, but we are going to do it on a regular sized piece of paper and kind of scale it down. But I did want to talk about some of the elements that I have created here with the large, overly large leaves with an animal that's kind of center, and then large flowers with a tree. And then I did include the red sun that Rousseau likes to put in his paintings. So we're going to start with crayon and go from there. Actually, if you wanted to do pencil, we can start with pencil. So let me grab my pencil. So you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. And I like to start with my animal. And I can post a couple of idea sheets for you guys to draw from for your animal. I'm going to do a cheetah to start with. And I'm going to make him fairly large, which wouldn't be normal. Actually, I mean, compared to the leaves, like he's going to be kind of front and center. And I'm going to start by drawing, I guess I don't want to say large, because the leaves and the forest part is going to be much larger than the animal. And whichever animal you choose to draw, I'll put up a couple of idea drawings for you guys to go off of. Okay? So to draw my cheetah, I'm going to start with kind of a oval, or, like more like an egg, or, a rounded triangle. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. A rounded triangle shape for his head, just like that. All right. And I'm trying to think. Let me get my eraser. That way I can, if I'm not loving something that I'm drawing, I can erase from there. So rounded. And then for the body, see, that's a little pointy for me. Okay, for the body, I'm going to do kind of like a loaf of bread, a shape that's a loaf of bread coming off of here. All right. So if you were to take out the whole loaf of bread, this is what it would look like. Maybe mine needs to be a little bit longer. We're just sketching this out, okay? And then we have the tail coming off right here. I'm going to curve the tail just like that. And we need ears. We need some ears for our cheetah, leopard. And we need eyes. So I'm going to do a little dot here, a little dot there. And cheetahs have that narrow face, so I'm going to create that by doing a backwards S shape here and a forwards S shape there. And give the cheetah a nose and a little line down and a smile. And then we're just going to, I'm just going to lay some legs in by just drawing some stick lines, because most likely it's going to be covered by foliage. And you can make the tail have dimension by creating a second line, just like that. And I think we're going to call it, now the only other thing, and I'm not going to draw them all, is it needs spots. Here, let me zoom in for you. This cheetah needs spots on him, but I'm going to do that with my crayon, just knowing that that's what cheetahs have. Okay? And I'm going to put spots on his head and spots all over his body. So that's the animal part, okay? Now we need to move on to the foliage part, which big giant leaves. And so keeping in mind that Rousseau liked to exaggerate, he would use houseplant leaves and then exaggerate those. So I think I'm going to come and have this large looping leaf here and really large leaves coming off of that. So just draw that in. And then we're going to go over all these lines with crayon. Okay? Keeping that in mind. So I will put up idea sheets for different leaf styles as well. For some reason this lead was not wanting to draw. It was scratching my paper but not drawing. All the way to the top. All right. And then, so we have those laid in. And then maybe, I do like that large, I wonder, it's called some kind of spare, kind of like an agave plant. We have these large leaves that come off. I'm going to make this one come behind his head. And then this one come shorter. Because I still want to see my cheetah. But he needs to be kind of hidden in the jungle. So spiky leaves coming off the ground. So you guys get the idea. You can have a rock over here too. I kind of have that in my drawing. I did start with dirt because we were doing a terrarium, like a jungle jar. But we're not going to do that this time. We're just going to draw our jungle and our animals. So I definitely want to have like the large flower, really large flower coming off in the background here. Maybe it has like these little stamens. Is that what they're called? Pistil stamen. And then another flower coming this way. And maybe it's got a lot more flower petals than this one. It's a different type. And those guys have leaves, you know, that come off of them. So you guys do your drawing of your jungle. And then I definitely am going to add my red sun in here because that's a Rousseau staple. You need to have that. Many of his paintings have that large red sun in the background. And then I'll have a tree coming up behind here, branching off. Talk about Y trees, you know, where the branches come to a Y, and off of that there are a lot more Ys that come off of that. So then you can create big leaves off of this tree too, even. So go ahead and do your pencil drawings, and then next week we'll go over all of our pencil with crayon and get all the colors in. We're going to do mostly greens and yellows and some oranges, and then we'll go from there. So you guys enjoy drawing your jungle scenes, and look at the idea sheets that I post. Okay? Have a great day.